Hi, I'm Bill, and I want to talk to you about me being on camera. You know, it's been something that I've been a little afraid of. I'm not afraid of being behind the camera. I'm more afraid of being in front of the camera because I'm worried about having tongue-tied, because I've had problems with stuttering thanks to being in a coma a few years ago. My coma lasted, 45 days, and tonight I'll have a glass of red wine with you. It is it's a Marisu 2000 Petite Syrah, and I want to say it's a good glass of wine, but I haven't tried it yet. Not bad for a 2000. I'd like to say this has been in our wine cellar, if you consider our storeroom our wine cellar, but you know, one does what one has to do. Once again, I'm here making this film so I can learn how to, I guess they refer to it as vlogging. Something that's rather new to me. You know, my wife and I have been studying film for the past 3 years. I was a photographer. I guess I still am. And now we just want to put more information out on the internet. We have a lot to talk about, but it's going to take some time for me to become comfortable talking to you. And the only way I can be comfortable talking to you is sitting here in front of my camera. So here goes. Not bad for 2000. My gosh, in its day when it first came out, it probably sold for $4.50. Maybe more, $5.
Glass or bottle?
Speaking of, I just heard my wife say glass or bottle. These glasses, we bought 2 of them. They cost us about $100 a piece. The reason why they cost so much is because we were at Mike Carano's Silver Legacy in Reno. My wife loved the glasses, and we talked to the waiter. We said, hey, you know what? We'd like to take a couple of those home. And the waiter said, go ahead. We got the bill, $100 a piece for the glasses. But we didn't know we bought the glasses until we got up to our room. But there you go, $100 a piece for glasses, having a $5 bottle of wine. I don't know, maybe it's supposed to make the wine taste better. Could be. Anyway, once again, just you kind of have to be with me. It's a learning process, and it's going to be slow. At one time, they tell me I was a public speaker. I don't know who they are anymore, but I used to be in the group called the JC, Junior Chamber of Commerce, for you youngsters out there. I've also been in Elks. I'm a native son. Member of the Native Summit of the Golden West, been that for years. Kidney Foundation, played golf a long time, won a couple tournaments.
35 years.
I think we've got a couple gold putters laying around here, and you know, you pay $1,000 to be in a tournament, and you walk away with the gold putter. Works for me. Mind you, the gold putters have never been used, but we have 2 of them. I guess that means we won 2 tournaments. I think one was the Kidney Foundation, and the other one was probably Liquor Distributors in Santa Cruz. But we do have them, and we will use them someday. But this, you'll learn a lot about both my wife and I, and just hopefully that you can kind of bear with us. Like I said, this is new. It's called vlogging or vlogging or something along that line. You know, it'll be fun for us. We've done films. You know, I was a hot rodder for years. Had a 32 3-window coupe, a little yellow one, and so you learn about my life with hot rods. I was also rode a motorcycle for most of my life up until I fell and got hurt, went into the coma, came out, and when I did learn how to talk, one of the first things I said was, "Hey, can I ride a motorcycle again?" And my neurosurgeon said, "You'll have a problem with balance." Well, I don't fall on my ass too often, so I must not be having a problem with balance anymore. But then again, I haven't gotten on Harley yet. Time will tell, and you'll be the first to know. You may read about it in the paper. You know, young man fall on his motorcycle, gets splattered on the freeway or something like that. No, I'm not stupid. Not too often. We talked about the 32 Ford. You know, I remember once taking it out for a little ride with some friends. Had a couple brewskis. Well, yeah, we're all guilty of that. And took it out to Scotts Valley, drove down Scotts Valley Drive, One of the guys sitting in the back in the rumble seat says, "How fast will this go?" I said, "Hold on." The 32 would do about 160 miles an hour. We were going down Highway 17, as you would have those big fenders on the front of it, and it lifts the front end off the ground. And one of the guys behind me, Blair, I think was his name, he goes, "Oh my God, what's happening?" I said, "We're flying." And we were doing about 160 miles an hour at the time. We used to take it up to Fremont. I think it did the quarter in about 11:18 or 11:13. I forget what the number was. It was almost 120 miles an hour, and which was for the car, for its age, it was good. You know, the car had been featured on Hot Rod years ago. I didn't build it when it was featured on Hot Rod. I just built the motor. The motor was a 351 Cleveland Baby Case C6 Corvette rear end, put out about 500 horsepower, maybe a little more, in a little bitty 1932 three-window coupe. The motor was gigantic. We used the car one time in a calendar. My wife and I shot the Santa Cruz Beach Road calendar, and if you find one of our calendars, you'll see our 32 Ford featured in the calendar, along with our 67 Mustang convertible. The Mustang, it started as a stock Mustang. I bought it for my wife because I had the hot rod. I wanted her to have something. And first thing we did to it was took the basic 289, maybe 225 horsepower, stock engine. Did some head work on it. Put a high-rise big Holly. I think it was an 800 CFM Holly. Dual exhaust, a little cam, and all of a sudden we no longer had a stock Mustang convertible. It had a hot rod, and it was fun. We had it painted. I believe it was called Shelby Blue. When we put the car in various car contests, we were actually lost points because it was not an original color. Shelby Blue was a little bit brighter blue than the standard Mustang 67 Mustang blue, but it was fun. We enjoyed building the car, and want to get back into hot rodding again, and we will.
The calendar was in 86.
My wife just said the calendar was in 1986. It was California Beach Girls, Santa Cruz Beach Girls. We also did the calendar Dream in Santa Cruz, which was all in lingerie. I'm a photographer by trade. I'm also a realtor by trade. I'm also a carpenter by trade, wrench bender by trade. I guess jack of all trades. But let's see what we look like here. We've got several minutes, and hopefully it's going to be good. Our computers are, you see them behind us. We have the little desktop right up here. It's a little tiny one, about a 40 gig hard drive. Mac. It's got a external hard drive back up to it. It's about 325 gig. We have the tower behind me. It's has about 150 gig on board, and 750 gig backup. We have our satellite laptop, 30 gig or 40 gig. So we do have a lot of computer room here. RAM is about 2 to 4 gig in each computer. We have a couple DVD burners, a CD burner, so we have just a whole lot of equipment in this little tiny room. We just have to learn how to use it. Give me some time, and it's coming. Thank you. Salute. How bad?